Imagine an exclusive island getaway, promised to be the pinnacle of luxury, an unprecedented music festival experience curated for the elite. Supermodels frolicking on pristine beaches, yacht parties, gourmet dining, and performances from the world's biggest artists. This was the dream sold to thousands. But what unfolded was a nightmare: a desolate island, half-built tents, pitiful cheese sandwiches, and an immediate, spectacular implosion that shocked the world. This is the unbelievable story of the Fyre Festival, the luxury scam that imploded on an island, leaving a trail of chaos, legal battles, and a legacy of infamy. At the heart of this audacious venture was Billy McFarland, a young entrepreneur with an uncanny knack for sales, albeit with a shaky track record. Before Fyre, McFarland had launched Magnus's, an exclusive black card membership club aimed at millennials, offering perks and access. While some members enjoyed benefits, others reported unfulfilled promises and poor customer service. Despite these early warning signs, McFarland projected an image of effortless success, fueled by an ambition that seemed boundless. He was a master of cultivating an image, but less adept at delivering substance. His next, far more ambitious project, was the Fyre app, a platform intended to allow users to book celebrity talent for events. To promote this app, McFarland envisioned something truly groundbreaking: a music festival unlike any other, an immersive experience on a remote, private island in the Bahamas. He partnered with rapper Ja Rule, whose celebrity status lent an immediate air of credibility and excitement to the fledgling project. Ja Rule himself believed in the vision, seeing it as an opportunity to create something truly epic. The vision for Fyre Festival was grandiose: 2 weekends of music, art, culture, and culinary experiences on Great Exuma. Attendees were promised luxury geodesic domes and eco-residences, world-class dining, and intimate performances from chart-topping artists. The marketing campaign was a masterclass in modern hype. McFarland enlisted an army of high-profile Instagram influencers, including Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid, and Emily Ratajkowski. They posted cryptic orange squares on their feeds, teasing the mysterious event, followed by a glossy promotional video featuring them frolicking on a beautiful Bahamian beach. The message was clear: this was an event for those who belonged. The FOMO, or fear of missing out, was expertly weaponized. Tickets, ranging from $500 to over $100,000 for VIP packages, sold out rapidly. Young, affluent individuals, eager for an exclusive experience to share on social media, poured their money into a dream that existed almost entirely in the digital realm. The project, however, was built on a foundation of sand, or perhaps, in Fyre's case, on an unfinished construction site. There was no real infrastructure, no detailed plan for logistics, and a profound disconnect between the lavish promises and the stark reality of what was achievable. The motto, if there was one, seemed to be "fake it till you make it," a philosophy taken to catastrophic extremes. As the festival date loomed, the cracks in Fyre's facade began to show, slowly at first, then rapidly widening. The private island turned out to be a spit of land next to a sandals resort on Great Exuma, far from the exclusive paradise attendees had been led to believe. The luxurious eco-residences and private villas quickly devolved into basic disaster relief tents, typically used for humanitarian aid, not high-end vacations. Many of these tents were still in their boxes just days before the festival. Logistical nightmares mounted, ignored or downplayed by McFarland and his team. Basic necessities like clean water, proper sanitation, and medical facilities were woefully inadequate or non-existent. The promised gourmet dining, crafted by celebrity chefs, was reduced to a few pathetic provisions, most notoriously, the infamous cheese sandwich, served in a styrofoam container, which would become an instant symbol of the festival's failure. Artists began to pull out. Blink-182, one of the headliners, publicly announced their cancellation just days before the event, citing concerns over the lack of proper infrastructure and security. Other acts, like Migos, followed suit. The festival's social media channels, once vibrant with hype, grew increasingly evasive, offering vague reassurances that did little to quell the rising panic among ticket holders. Photos and videos from local workers and early arrivals started to leak, showing a chaotic, unready sight. The dream was rapidly dissolving into a nightmare, but for thousands of eager festival goers, the point of no return had already passed. Then came the inevitable moment of truth: arrival day. On April 27, 2017, planes filled with excited attendees began landing in Exuma. What greeted them was not a tropical paradise, but a scene of utter pandemonium. Buses drove them not to lavish villas, but to a vast, muddy field strewn with half-erected, flimsy tents. There were no beds, often no electricity, and many tents were already scavenged, soaked from recent rain, or simply non-existent. Luggage was unceremoniously dumped from shipping containers, creating a chaotic free-for-all as attendees desperately searched for their belongings in the dark. The promised Fyre experience was revealed to be a cruel hoax. There was no stage, no music, no performances. Food was scarce and unappetizing. Water was in short supply. Basic sanitation was a pipe dream. With no security in sight, looting reportedly broke out, and the atmosphere quickly turned from disappointment to fear. Attendees were stranded, their cell service spotty, their grand adventure transforming into a survival situation. Social media became the primary communication channel, as furious attendees posted real-time updates of the disaster. The pictures and videos, starkly contrasting with the festival's initial glossy marketing, went viral within hours. The internet collectively gasped, then raged. The world watched in disbelief as Fyre Festival imploded, not in slow motion, but in an instant, spectacular blaze of public humiliation. The Bahamian government and local residents, who had worked tirelessly but often unpaid, were left reeling. Efforts to evacuate the thousands of stranded festival-goers were chaotic and delayed. Many spent the night fearing for their safety, before finally being shuttled back to the airport for flights off the island, often after hours of waiting in cramped, unventilated terminals. The luxury scam had concluded in a humanitarian crisis. The aftermath was swift and severe. Class action lawsuits were filed almost immediately, seeking hundreds of millions of dollars in damages. Federal investigations began, ultimately leading to Billy McFarland's arrest. He pleaded guilty to 2 counts of wire fraud in making false statements to federal authorities. In October 2018, he was sentenced to 6 years in federal prison and ordered to forfeit over $26 million. Ja Rule, though a partner, was largely absolved of criminal intent, though he too faced lawsuits. The Fyre Festival became an instant cultural touchstone, spawning 2 competing, critically acclaimed documentaries from Netflix and Hulu. These films not only chronicled the descent into chaos but also delved into the psychology of McFarland, the power of influencer marketing, and the complicity of those who helped create the illusion. Fyre Festival stands as a cautionary tale of unchecked ambition, the perils of fake it till you make it, and the dangers of a world where image often trumps reality. It exposed the vulnerabilities of the experience economy and the ethical responsibilities of influencers who promote products without due diligence. Beyond the legal battles and the spectacle, it left a trail of unpaid Bahamian workers, disillusioned investors, and thousands of attendees who lost money and, more importantly, trust. It's a stark reminder that while social media can build empires of hype, it can also dismantle them with brutal efficiency when the truth finally emerges. The Fyre Festival remains a compelling symbol of how easily the digital dream can turn into a very real-world nightmare. What do you think was the single biggest misstep in the Fyre Festival saga? Have you ever been scammed by an event that promised the world but delivered next to nothing? Let us know your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you found this deep dive compelling, please give us a like, share this video with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stories that explore the fascinating, often bizarre, intersections of culture, business, and human behavior. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload.